Sweated to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Yo, new season, new colors, new merch, new swag. Go over to Imago Day of Paradise Shop and get in your bag with our latest gear. I promise you won't be disappointed. Rep the kingdom, I rock in his image. Every order and purchase goes into helping me bring you better content. And so every order and purchase is greatly appreciated. We thank you for the support, and as always, peace and love.
Yo, what's going on with it, man? So Steph Curry then came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. You heard that right. Came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. But it ain't nothing new because he did this back in 2020 when Joe Biden was running in office, came out, openly supporting him. But let's tap in and see what he got to say.
Obviously, endorsing Kamala is important for me, for my family.
Why? What are the issues you care about most?
Say what?
What are the issues you care about?
I just know from especially women's rights and thinking about, what's at stake with this election, and understanding like we need to be in a position where women have the right to choose what's right for them. And that's at the top of the list for me. I have amazing women in my life who've, been a huge inspiration to me. But knowing Kamala and having been around her, and I understand she's qualified for this job. She's, I think, representing what it means to be a great leader and being a decent human being in terms of representing our country the right way. So it's an easy choice for me, but to be able to have be in a situation where you can be a part of the DNC, do a video like that, let people know where I feel like, but foster positive conversations, through it all. I think that's what our country needs. Obviously.
Now, you would have thought back in 2020 when the man endorsed Joe Biden, he learned his lesson then.
We want to ensure that our kids live in a nation that is safe, happy, healthy, and fair. And so this election,
we're voting for Joe Biden.
As White House staff, thank y'all for welcoming us here.
Steph Curry and his championship Golden State Warriors got a warm welcome at the Biden White House less than 2 weeks ago, and right after he talked about skipping a similar visit during the presidency of Donald Trump.
The vibe is obviously different in the sense of, accepting people from different walks, different backgrounds, and actually walking that walk.
But the MVP and his wife are not so welcoming of a 3-story townhouse project planned for this property in what's apparently a literal case of NIMBY. In a letter to the city of Atherton, Steph and Aisha Curry wrote, "We hesitate to add to the not in our backyard rhetoric, but we wanted to send a note before today's meeting. Safety and privacy for us and our kids continues to be our top priority, and one of the biggest reasons we chose Atherton as home. State law requires all cities to offer more affordable housing, so zoning for a higher density project is being considered at a special city council meeting." The couple writes that should the new townhouse project proceed, we ask that the town commits to investing in considerably taller fencing and landscaping to block sight lines onto our family's property.
He sounded like Trump. He wanted them folks to build a gate to keep the undesirables out. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I bet if you really dig deep into that question to ask Steph Curry about women's rights, man, he ain't gonna know, bro, because half these pundits, because that's all they are, don't know a bit of what they talking about, bro. They just get on here and say say what they're told to say. Now you be a good little puppet and you do, and you say nothing more, nothing less, and that's it, but the sad thing about it is Steph Curry is supposed to be a man of God, and he says for him that's the most important thing on his list. Now make that make sense. If you are a man of God, you support godly values, you're of the kingdom of God, you represent Jesus Christ, the one who said the shedding of innocent blood is an abomination to the Lord. Then you put on the top of your list women's rights, reproductive rights. That's the top. That ain't no different than when they asked Dante Bowe who he was coming to see, who he wanted to see perform, and he thought about it for a minute and said, Lil Nas X. Bro, what? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Now, if he would have been like, because well, because Donald Trump said he wanted to give police full immunity, or police killings, or you know, any of the other talking points that they give. At the end of the day, I still know that it's all fake and fabricated, and you know, they don't know anything that they talking about. But I'm saying, as a man of God, one who should know better, that should be the thing that's at the bottom of the list, if not mentioned at all. Because again, you ask this man about women's rights, he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing he's talking about. And half these people fail to realize that, bro, women protected all over the place. Women protected by the government, women protected by a man. I guarantee you, bro, if you see a man getting beat up by another man, I would even go as far to say jump. 9 times out of 10, folks really ain't gonna stop in and help. If he getting beat up by a group of women, ain't nobody gonna come in and help. If a woman is getting beat up by a man, what, man, you better believe everybody and their mama about to come in and help. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Then, not to mention the houses that women live in were 9 times out of 10 built by men. The toilet seats that they sit on, 9 times out of 10 built by men. When they have toilet problems, they call a plumber, who 9 times out of 10 is a man. The protection in terms of the USA, 80 to 90% men. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people realize, and those not even rights, those are privileges. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people realize just how protected, again, women are in terms of rights and privileges. You know, but who am I, bro? I'm just a small YouTube channel who don't know as much as these so-called elites. But man, these folks better wake up and stop following these people. I'm telling you, bro, these people are faker than $2 bills. Faker than $2 bills. Steph Curry, do what you're supposed to do, bro. Play basketball. That's what you're good at. Stay out of the political conversations, because you know good and doggone well Kamala may look good on the outside in terms of how she presents herself, but in terms of character, bro, no. She kills babies. She's for trans kids. She's for taking from one and giving to another. You seen what her and Joe tried to do with you all in your neighborhood. So I mean, let's be real. But at the end of the day, stuff like this won't stop until let me say this. Stuff like this won't stop until we call it out. I was gonna say that anyway. Yeah. So we got to just continue to keep calling these fakes out. Keep calling them out, bro. Regardless of how the opposition feels, because we know the truth. We know what's behind all this, man. But man, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace, love. I'm out.
100, 100, 100, that's all I know. Ain't taking a dime off. We working, and that for sure. Ain't taking no time off. We serving, deliver hope. Forget all that crime talk. 100, 100, 100, that's all I go. Yeah, that be what I'm